What's up, Thrashers, and welcome back to another episode of Thrash Reviews, where yours truly, Thrash Maniac 99, continues to review upcoming hard rock and heavy metal albums in the calendar year of 2016. And today is going to be a big album I'm checking out that came out last week, and this is the newest release from legendary nu metal band Korn, their album The Serenity of Suffering. So with that being said, for those who don't know who Korn are, first of all, how are you here? And second of all, Korn is a band that formed back in 1992 out of Bakersfield, California, and are one of the godfathers of the nu metal scene that started along with bands like Deftones, and even Sepultura went into that style with the album Roots, and then eventually it spawned bands like Coal Chamber, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park. Some even consider Disturbed nu metal, which I don't agree with. Same with Slipknot, but Korn is definitely the godfather of the genre, no doubt about it. And this is their 12th studio album since 1994. That is insane. So, let's take a look and see what the band has in store this time. And this is their second album in a row to feature the returning Brian Head Welch, who left in 2005, came back in like 2012. And they've done 2 albums now with him returning, and this is the second one, so let's check this out. So the opening track is called Insane, which is a very, very intense track. It has sort of this like dystopian type of feel to it that sets this song apart from most Korn songs of the past. But the big note you see on this song, and especially within the album, that heavy low-end guitar tone is back. That tone you would hear on albums like their self-titled debut, Follow the Leader, Issues, some of the classic albums from the band back in the 90s. That tone is back, and this is arguably the heaviest album Korn has done in about 17 years, I would say. This was a heavy album, plus the song itself, Insane, definitely kickstarted that. But then we get to the next track, which was the first single of the album, Rotting in Vain, and this is where people could definitely tell old Korn was back, but with a modern twist to it. With the production help from Nick Raskulite. I can't pronounce that. It looks Polish. I can't do that one. But this producer has done work for not only Korn, but he's done work for Mastodon, Alice in Chains, among other bands, and even Ghost, if I'm correct. But anyways, this song, Rotting in Vain, was just a monstrous track that certainly got fans hyped for this album, just because of the lyrical themes, dealing with personal issues, which has always been the key lyrical style from Jonathan Davis. But this was a fantastic track that definitely got me excited for the album. But we move on to the next track, which is called A Different World, featuring Corey Taylor. And this was a very good hand-in-hand kind of vocal attack. You know, Jonathan Davis with his kind of almost Tarzan-esque voice mixed with the diverse style of Corey Taylor, with Corey doing the death metal vocals a couple of moments during the song, and then gets into his typical clean voice. This was a good match, if you ask me, as far as styles clashing with Jonathan D and Corey T. And then the last track I want to talk about is Please Come For Me, the closing track, the shortest track of the album at under 3 minutes. Unrelenting as far as the guitars, the vocals were just chaotic. No word can describe it, honestly. It was a great closing track to what was, in my opinion, a great album. So, final thoughts. Korn is back in a big, big, big way. This sounds like the tone sounds like their classic material from the 90s, but they bring in some modern influences, kind of also in a couple of tracks. I believe in the songs the Hating and Black is the Soul, kind of bringing in a little bit of Black Sabbath influence at times with the slow moodiness behind it. And so, yeah, 89 out of 100. This, despite a couple of subpar tracks, particularly the songs Everything Falls Apart and When You're Not There, everything else, unbelievable. Best Korn album, in my opinion, since Issues in 1999. That is saying something. So again, 89 out of 100 for the Serenity of Suffering. I'll be back for more reviews soon. Peace out, and have a good day.